media correctly to, start his own business. So check his Instagram out. He got a link on there, a GoFundMe that you can pay into to help him buy supplies for his current lemonade and tea operation he got going on, and then he plans to, transition into food. I haven't come across any articles telling what types of food he's going to sell. I imagine it's going to just be like convenience food, probably like burgers and hot dogs and, appetizers, nachos, wings, just something you can grab, something hot you can grab, I imagine. But it doesn't say exactly what. But very studious young man, had, passion and desire, fire in his belly at that early age. Good parents to nurture that creative spark. And he's manifested into a full-on business. So it's always heartwarming to hear. And that's what my goal is on this platform, is to always bring you good, positive news like that portrays us in a positive light. So give a warm round of applause for Mika Idris. Alrighty, Rudy. So it's time to get down with the get down. We got to address a couple little elephants in the room. Alrighty. So everybody done did their little commentary, said what they said, and now it's my turn. But the thing about me is, if you've noticed, if you've been listening, when breaking news happens, I don't deliver commentary like right when it happens. I wait a while. I sit back and I listen to different perspectives and different views, and I want to, let the facts roll out before I just shoot my mouth off and get to talking. And that's what a lot of people on social media who profess to be journalists do. They just sit up and just start talking without letting the story roll all the way out. And I'm not talking about like professional entities, like people that they got sponsors, corporate sponsors, and people that have been doing it for like 5 and 10 plus years. I'm talking about these new little vloggers and bloggers, these Johnny come latelys, just sitting up there, diarrhea of the mouth, clogging up the vlogosphere, just, talking and don't even, really took the time to even follow the story, just saying stuff. And not adding anything interesting to the conversation, not giving a fresh perspective or any nuances to it, but just rather just talking, you know what I'm saying? But we got stand-up, solid people in the unconscious community who has delivered very good commentary. I'm not going to name names, but you know who they are. It's the usual people that do the stand-up good job. They got YouTube channels and other platforms and radio shows. And, they did a very excellent job at unpacking it and unrolling it and making it digestible. And kind of keeping emotion out and, presenting facts and what we need to do as a people based on facts, not emotions. But I'm kind of emotional, so I'm going to get a little passionate today. And I try not to curse on my platform. But again, I'm kind of a sensitive guy. So I just might let a couple ones go today on this live feed of the Narrative Podcast. So the two things I want to address is the Whoopi Goldberg thing and the Joe Rogan thing. Now they're both separate, but then they're kind of the same, and that's why I'm tying them together. So you're going to have to go back. You're going to have to go through my whole catalog, because I kind of addressed this in episode 9 of the Narrative Podcast. And the theme of that show was they're using cancel culture to cancel black culture. And that definitely applies. So if you was listening over the weekend, I said I was going to dust that off and apply it to here. In so many words, I said that because that definitely applies to this situation. So, with Miss Whoopi Goldberg, her history is less than stellar when it comes to representing us in a positive light. Throughout her career, she has always spewed or condoned some type of anti-black rhetoric. She's never, to date, and you can Google it, has had any non-profit organizations never lent her voice to help out with the community. Never did nothing charitable, nothing where she's affording opportunities for other black people, which is cool. If you're not that, please don't do it if your heart ain't in it. If you're just doing it for the tax write-off, you know what I'm saying? Like, let it be known. Don't try to act like you care and you don't care. So that's a plus for her in my book. If you don't care, just say that. Don't try to, be Mr. or Mrs. Activist, acting like you care and you don't care. And all you're really there is for the tax write-off. But Whoopi has, not hidden the fact she don't care. I will say I am very sympathetic and empathetic to her as a black woman. I see the hurt all around her. She exudes hurt. I know for a fact that she got teased growing up. I'm like in my 40s, so I've never once in my 40-some years of life heard, I don't got a thing about telling my exact age, I don't feel the need to. So I'm definitely not ashamed of my age. I just didn't feel the need to tell you my exact age, but I drop a lot of context clues about how old I am, if you bother to listen. Anywho, what I was saying is, I kind of sympathize with her and I empathize with her because she's definitely hurt. I think we, as a community, have dropped the ball in, reaching out to her, because I've never heard nobody, no black man ever in life, say Whoopi Goldberg was attractive, physically attractive, or called her beautiful, or went out of their way to make her feel special. And so we've all dropped the ball on that. And I know she got teased growing up about her looks. So I think a lot of that came from being traumatized when she was younger. Being a black woman in Hollywood in the 80s when she, transitioned from a stand-up comic into acting. Doing her, her HBO specials, the Jumpin' Jack Flash, and all her early films. No support from our community. She's always been the black ugly chick. Colorism definitely was a thing for her. She's never worn much in the way of makeup. She's had extensions, but primarily her signature look was locks. Some locks is natural, some extensions through the time periods. Some locks that she's worn were just wigs. But nevertheless, natural ebony beauty, but never called beautiful. Not even pretty. And, I feel we was wrong for that. However, through all that hurt, that doesn't give her the license to throw us under the bus. That ain't giving her the license to spew anti-black anything on her platform. And what's going on right now is definitely a double standard. That's why I'm looping these two concepts together. I'll get to Mr. Rogan in a second. She doesn't deserve our help, but this is a help ourselves type of thing. So as the young people say, pressure. That's the new catchphrase, is pressure. And why is this happening? Because we don't apply pressure. She said something that a certain group didn't like. A certain organization that professes to be about God, professes to represent God, but yet this league from these people of God only come after one specific group. Whenever one specific group says anything about them, or anything they perceive is negative or hurts their feelings. So Whoopi's comment was, they got her in trouble. She said the Holocaust was not about race. And if you intellectually, if you've ever read a book, if you even got an ounce of common sense, you know that what she said has some truth to it. Because first of all, you need to know the difference between race and ethnicity. You got to break down the etymology of words. Where did this word race come from? So you got to do your history and know the context of the way the word was used and the point that she was making. Because these people of God are not stupid. They're intellectuals as well. They know the exact context